That's really crazy. That's really crazy.
Welcome to the Coalition here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War.
Got your ass
When
up,
Gears
man.
debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment.
Oh, y'all
A
not.
chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears
This
is
is
going
killing
next.
it. This is definitely.
To get there,
No, they
we're
would.
taking it all the way back
They just did.
to the day the world changed and the fight began. Emergence Day. It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top
I ain't
spectacle,
gonna lie, this studio
all
look kind of
perfectly
crazy.
set up in this one moment in time.
Not even gonna
E-Day.
hold you. Like the background so far, like they studio look kind of
Get to the
crazy.
ground and change the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have
Yeah,
the
she definitely
tools
is.
to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail.
I'm gonna be interested in playing the story. That's all I'm caring about.
We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments,
It's even worse from up here.
fully dynamic ray trace lighting,
Fuck the red. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man.
richer real-time destruction.
Climb up on the fridge.
Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself.
I just need to see one. I just need to see a quick segment of a nigga running and wall bouncing or something. I just need to see like a nigga running.
More brutal enemies, new and craftier weapons, and navigate the battlefield with more natural character movement so that every moment of emergence
I don't know how I feel about that sprint, my boy. That shit looking crazy.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like
I still want to play it though.
It's a return
Just because-
to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
That sprint though.
I feel like Roadie Road is an iconic thing.
Yep. But
EA is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have.
oh, I need that outfit for Dawn right there, boy. I need that in multiplayer, boy. I need that in multiplayer, boy. I like how young Marcus looks though.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
The emotion from our refinery
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the Locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
The real question is, do y'all got that Gears of War 2 source code in there? That's the real question.
He's talking about in general.
I'm talking about in general.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a battle.
Look at the menu in the back. That's all I'm looking at. He talking right now, but I'm just looking at the menu.
Like it was another character in the story, packed with
Yeah, every
layers
time they
and
show
personality.
stuff, I'm always looking at the screen.
Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the Cog War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles,
This could be the lag Gears of War, bro.
grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Oh, it might be cheaper to get the Ultimate Game Pass,
Gears
so you can
plays
play it
best
5 days
places,
early.
And Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield.
Or am I tripping? Depends how much it costs.
Kelowna's density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how gear moves through the world. We created the perfect
Hey,
stage
bro, where
for
Caprice at? Nah, I need
single
Caprice here,
verticality
bro.
combat. Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield. Cover is life in Gears. And we've completely rebuilt our movement and cover systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects, slide around corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to
I need
jump.
Caprice, bro. I don't know. I know she didn't see anything from this. I just want her to see.
To play with more
Like, we don't say nothing. I just want to play the video and just watch. I just want her to see Marcus just vault on top of something.
to reach new flanking routes.
Yes, I just want to see a vault on some type of stuff. I would see her reaction.
Still that great Gears combat puzzle.
Oh man, bro, I just gotta see what her reaction gonna be. That shit gonna be too funny, boy. The fuck is that thing?
And your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences.
Prototype Lancer.
You can
That's what it
throw yourself
said.
off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of lit.
We get these amazing
Definitely.
playgrounds.
Yeah, it's like a truck like that. I was
All
expecting.
these elements come
I was expecting it to be. It's just gonna be a lot of ways for you to flank.
Our missions move across the city from linear fights in narrow
They wanted to make a vertical. They wanted to make a vertical Gears. That's literally what they wanted to do.
Now you have strategic choices.
thing
You
about
take the enemy
Gears
head on.
that is
Do
everything
you flank
like,
them from a side entrance?
it's very
Asymmetrical, more. It's like very in your face, very asymmetrical. I can't pronounce it right now.
It's up to you.
symmetrical, but it's
And if you're
very
playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your
Who's this, Paddock?
reveal small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an
They keep showing that one Gears. That Paddock.
a A raven crashed in the distance. A group of gears.
Man, well, then who is that?
You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and pipes. We have a procedural content generation toolset for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in. This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
What, it's open world?
The board control is connected to an older antenna.
Probably kind of like how
I can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
Do it. The remaining Gears will hold the fort.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you.
I can't wait to play this single for this campaign, though. I really want to play the campaign, though.
Sporting events.
Yeah, they really want to play the campaign. The multiplayer, we're going to have to see on that, but...
stopped in their tracks. They abandoned their cars and run for survival.
Yeah, I'm still going to play. I'm going to play the whole game, but...
In subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's story or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the locusts have unleashed.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
Are those wretches?
As a game design element, getting to use e-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
Those look like juvies, though.
Also encounter massive sinkholes
Would the juvie were in Gears 1?
And no amount of detail is too small, as micro
That's some shit they made.
what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack. It's the fall.
We doing the same gameplay run for day one, ain't it? Oh, that Capri? Huh?
There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes
Capri.
of burden, of loss, and of loyalty.
I'm streaming in here.
The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
You okay? No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special.
He is Remir.
what makes our
I think
enemies
he's
so iconic.
he's in one of the games. Cause I remember that Gears of War Redux thing they're doing. That he's a playable character in the game.
From the perspective of our new
And that
squad,
mod they're making.
As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes,
Hell.
a sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
Mags and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are four soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras, just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, and Leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Kaliso.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Ty.
And fans of the books will finally
Yeah, anytime I hear Top, man, I hear that, man. I remember that Barry saying, I hear him screaming from the docks, man. They're breaking them, man. Yo.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really
I like that artwork right there, boy. That artwork hard right there, boy.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus. Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had fidelity at this scale. Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have way more expressive characters with a huge range. From a small smirk to yells on the battlefield. Come and get some, you goddamn.
I like it. Yeah, this is pretty good though.
Experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
Tickers were not.
To make them more believable,
Whoa.
made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
Were tickers around?
The boomers are even bigger.
No, they weren't in Gears 1, but
Like living battering rams smashing through doorways.
I wonder what the lore is behind that.
Wretches scream so loud it distorts.
Yeah, it's probably running game.
And the Reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above.
Oh shit.
Basically, the
What was that roll? That roll looked. It looked slow. It looked very slow.
ever before.
To be honest, it's not looking like the ball bounce is going to be consistent in this game.
Everyone we can.
That's what it's looking like. That roll was very slow.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the
Oh.
world has always felt horrifying. And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
That was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the armor leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
Oh.
The Nasher is going to get you the most satisfying shots.
Oh god, that roll was slow.
Heads from afar with the long shot.
That roll was slow. Oh, and they brought back the original crosshair. Thank the Lord.
And of course,
That's good.
we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways
That's really good.
to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a cog weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire a round to let it explode, or hold the trigger to control when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind
I like some things. I don't like some things.
or with practice, master its long
It's definitely
range
different.
explosing potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body.
What? That's so.
Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came
Yo.
at you.
I don't know about that guy right there,
Feel the
boy.
power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course, the Lancer.
They're not wall, like they're not really sliding against the walls like that.
Oh yeah,
Nice. The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
I think you left when I had said it, but I was like, would it be cheaper to get Ultimate Game Pass so you could play it the first 5 days?
cheaper to get than to like buy the.
The 100, well, it depends on how much it costs, but because you could just add it up. So if it's because Ultimate's like what?
All chainsaws have
20?
voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't make sense.
And rebuild it from the ground up using our.
I was just curious because I'll definitely like to play it 5 days early. Don't get me wrong.
With that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street, and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley, and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space, and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. But it's not just about the brotherhood that you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start. And we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 4v4 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing.
This would have been great on PS5.
In-game challenges, events, and achievements.
We'd have so many people on that
We're excited
game.
to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all
12?
squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon.
12? I wasn't expecting 12.
Open beta weekends later this summer.
We good?
No, another
Sergeant
post in
Phoenix?
Discord said multiple
Guess we're
players.
back to it.
12 though?
Yeah, 12, I'm surprised.
I was not expecting 4-player co-op though.
I was curious because they kept showing all
Or yeah. I thought, you know, we play as that other squad like down the line.
They keep fighting.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
I need these fits in multiplayer, boy.
Back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone.
You got it, man.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox, it's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
Ty. What a nightmare.
Untouched by nearly 80 years of war.
I wonder when Matt they gonna be back for a great lot.
Destroyed in 2 nights.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bond
Oh, Jacinto.
in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how
I ain't gonna lie, Jacinto need more pathways to come out of spawn though.
It's how we work as a team, and
But they need to, like, when you spawn in that room on the top,
everything comes back to that important idea of sharing.
you need to have like another way out of that room.
Highs and lows.
They can't design it the same.
And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone.
No, when you spawn in, obviously if you play execution, that's different. But when you play in the respawn mode, but Blood Drive, I'm talking about Blood Drive. I'm sorry, Blood Drive.
Emergence begins on October 6th.
Execution is fine, but like in respawn modes, nah, there ain't be another way to get in that bitch. Get out that bitch. Because all people gonna do is, I think.
Because I've played the alternate version of that map on